Hello my loves, Sharde here. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Tuesday. Got our tea. This is a little concoction I made up because if you didn't know this about me, I am into my whole herbalist thing. Like I just be tinkering with different kinds of herbs and making teas and things like that. So this one is supposed to be for stress and depression because honestly last week I was going through and I was just feeling a lot of negative emotions and energies. So this has lavender, chamomile, valerian root, and what else does it have in it? Peppermint and some honey. So I actually really love this one. It smells so good, so calming, and it's just very tasty. Feels like a bit of a hug on the inside. So some days when I come for our tea dates, I have been meditating and reflecting on a thing. But this one I came up with because I just got off the phone with a friend of mine. And he has been forced to slow down and to do some more resting. And it made me think about quite a few things. One is my own relationship to rest. Like I find it so incredibly hard to slow down. Like I am constantly hit the ground running, 0 to 60, knocking things off the checklist. I got to get things done. Like I'm a beast at it. And have been for most of my life. Like as far back as I can remember, I've always been a high achiever and someone who's always had a lot on their plate. Like I was always doing whatever the things were. I was working multiple jobs, in school, making high grades, honor society, all of that stuff. Even up until now that I have a PhD and I've been working no less than 2 jobs and, doing YouTube and writing my blog and all the things. And I've struggled when my late grandmother would always tell me that you've got to rest. You've got to rest your mind. It's been so hard. But talking with my brother, he made me really think about this within myself. I've actually been talking to quite a few people in my life that just mean a lot to me and who always have my best interest at heart. And they have all said the same thing about how it is okay to rest. It is okay for you to not do things. And that is something I have a hard time reconciling. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way, but it is so true that rest is so important. It is the thing that allows us to fill our tank and to come towards the next obstacle, the next challenge, just the next day with a full tank, good disposition. But also, like we know that this life we live, right, our present moment is so full of minutia. It's so full of messages that you just have to grind, you have to work, you have to, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you do the things. You have to make your own luck and just all these messages that lend to overwork and burning oneself out. And having burnt myself out and been actively burnt out for, I don't know, 4 years at the very least, to where I could feel it in my body and feel it in my mind. Like I'm at a point where I have never felt my mind be this tired, this unwilling to do the things that I enjoy, like reading. And all I want for myself and for us collectively is rest. Messages that it is okay to prioritize our well-being when that means that we are unable to achieve, to produce, to create, when all we want to do is be, and to take on a disposition of receiving, reclining into the presence of God, or reclining into our own home frequency. And I just think that this is more important than the production and the achieving, because it is when we are at rest, when we give ourselves space, that we are able to conceive and to dream. I have my best thoughts when I'm not pushing for them. Like, I frequently have moments in the shower where my mind wanders and I come up with ideas for stories or for photo shoots or videos. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, I probably should get one of those shower notepads, because I notice that when I'm in the shower, or if I am at one of those points where I'm doing like a spiritual bath or even just a bath for my muscles when I've trained really hard, that is when I physically can't do much. Like, the only things I am focused on are cleaning myself. And those are kind of automatic processes that I don't have to put too much brain power into. But it's in those moments where things just sort of come to me. Or when I'm driving, because I'm focused on something that is not intellectually rigorous. Yeah. But that I am just focused on getting from point A to point B, and usually it's somewhere that I've gone hundreds of times in my car. So I kind of autopilot. And it's in that act of releasing myself to the world around me and to just being present in the moment is when not only I hear from God more, I am at one with larger spirit, but also myself. I can check in and simply say, are you okay today? Is there something you need? And it's in those moments when I'm able to have the grand idea. And once we have the grand idea, putting the steps together is not as hard if we have space. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but I encourage you, as I encourage myself, because this is for me as well, to rest, to be okay, be content, be adamant about your rest, because we need it. We have so many gifts to offer the world. We want to hear God more clearly. We want to hear the desires of our heart more clearly. And that comes when we have open channels. And one of the quickest ways to open the channels for that is to be still. I love you. I hope you have a great week. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.